Hey guys, welcome to the Eternal Quest Tarot. Thank you so much for choosing to watch this video and for being here. I really appreciate your presence and your support on my very new YouTube channel. So thank you again. Welcome to the subscribers, the few subscribers that I have now, and it just brings me a lot of joy to see you guys here. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so as you can see from the title, I'm doing another pick-a-pile reading, and this one we are looking into your person's current feelings and where they are at right now. And this is something that I wanted to keep open for all kinds of relationships. So whether you are in a no contact situation, or you are in like a low contact, or you know, there are some, like, say, communication problems and, you know, them not communicating sufficiently, what feels like they're holding themselves back, and they're not able to say certain things. And sometimes it's like what they say does not match what you feel in the moment, like when you're with them. And that can be kind of confusing, and it can be very baffling as to, you know, like, how do you manage yourself in this relationship? Like, what do you think is right, or, you know, maybe it's just your imagination and all that. So that kind of like a tough situation, that's what we are reading into today. And so yeah, here I have 3 piles again to choose from. First is the rose quartz crystal heart with the Shadowland tarot deck. Then I have the blue heart crystal. I don't remember the name of this crystal, with the, I think this is the grunge tarot. Yeah. And then I have the pink heart with the black waning, with the medley, what's the name? Gosh, I hate when I do this. Mystic Medleys tarot. Okay, so take your pick, go by your first instinct, whatever you are drawn to, and I will have the timestamps down below in the description box, and you can just click on it and that will take you to your reading. I'll see you there. Hi Pile 1, so this is the reading for you if you chose the rose quartz hearts with the Shadowland tarot deck, and I'm going to bring in oracle cards too, in the reading, but we are going to first start with tarot, and we are going to ask for some insight into your person's thoughts and feelings right now, and what they're truly feeling. So peeling back the layers and going beyond what is visible or might be visible to you through their actions, through their words. And sometimes, you know, in human relationships, it's like we waste a lot of time saying what we do not mean. And we're starting at the 5 of Wands. Saying what we do not mean and not saying what we actually mean. And there are layers and layers to this, and why this happens, and, you know, varied reasons. So we're going to look into what the truth is, like what is going on in them or within them in your connection. So whoever you are watching this reading for, that's your person, and that's what the guidance is for. So that was 5 of Wands, and we have the 8 of Pentacles. So with the 5 of Wands, I feel like, of course, the very obvious thing, you know, there's a lot of conflict. I feel like this person has a lot of feelings, like their reaction when they see you or when they are with you. It's like a lot goes on within them, you know, and at this moment they're like unable to manage that or manage themselves in the context of that, and really kind of decide on or focus on one thing. Okay. And with the 8 of Pentacles, I feel like a person is working on, like, there's a realization, I feel like. They realize that this is, like, you messed them up, or, like, you challenged them, but in a good way. And they wanna be able to meet that challenge. So they know that they need to work on themselves. Ace of Wands, yeah, I feel a lot of desire, like that's what I felt, like a fiery kind of desire towards you. So there's definitely like a lot of attraction, physical, sexual attraction towards you. And they do acknowledge that within themselves, but it's also something like they are literally incapable right now of handling. And I feel like this person, your person, feels like a need to slow down almost a little bit, like for themselves. Like they need to take it slow, like literally like one thing at a time, as you see here in the cards, like this this figure from the Shadowland world is just working on one skull at a time and like slowly getting there. So even though they have like a lot going on within themselves, they just know like they need to take it slow, you know. But a lot of fire, a lot of passion, a lot of attraction, like highly attracted to you. And with the open palm and like the another character sitting here, it's like, you know, your presence or you entering their lives, I kind of feel like has burned them in a way, so like shock to them, and but they like it, and they're even looking at it, you know, like very seriously, like considering this as an option, but they just, I feel like they just do not know how to handle you or handle this. Then we have the Lovers. The Lovers is a choice card, like they need to make some choices, as I said, which they're not ready for right now. They're still working on it, but they do know that they do have to make a choice. They do know that they have to offer you something, something solid and something that you can cling on to. Maybe they know that you are very confused and lost in a way, and that you're waiting for some kind of like a solid sign from this person, and they are aware that they need to offer you that, and like they have to make that choice, you know, and they're at that crossroads, that point of choice right now, which is a good thing. Like this is on their minds, but I do want to know like what's stopping them too, and if the universe will give us the answer, I also want to get some insight into like what they'll end up choosing, definitely, because that is what that will be helpful, right? The Knight of Cups, yeah, so offer, like some kind of offer, reaching out to you. I feel like they do want to, like there is definitely that desire, because as I said, like they do feel a lot of desire towards you. A highly like sexual vibe coming from your person towards you. So I feel like this is of course about some kind of a romantic connection, either a relationship that is, you know, is in the making, and slowly developing, or like reached a point of confusion and it reached kind of like an impasse almost, I want to say. With the Knight of Cups, like there is a desire, and it's like they have thought of things to say, I feel like, of what they are going to say to you, and how they are going to present themselves. Like that presentation is ready. It's just a matter of them being able to deliver it, and they seem to be stuck here, you know. So they're very clear about, in a way, like they're clear that they feel this fire, this desire for you. But what is stopping them? I want to get more on the five. Whoa, okay, this flipped over. Two of Pentacles. So for some of you, Two of Pentacles literally like would mean, you know, that them trying to find a little bit more balance in their lives. But this could also mean like, you know, a situation where there's a third party and they're trying to make a choice, or the third case could be that they are tied up somewhere else, as in like this could be work, other commitments that they have going on. Like this person, I feel like has a lot going on. Like look at the bandages around your person, which this card represents, I feel like. And it's a wounded energy, and someone that's just that is dealing with a lot. That's why they felt like they have to take a step back from this like intense connection that they feel with you, because they have a lot going on in their lives. This must be something that they have expressed to you, or maybe something that they just like tell themselves that, I just have a lot going, I cannot do anything about it. And I feel like they want to feel more grounded, more balanced, and more, like I said, like the king character in this Lover's card here. They want to feel more balanced, and like they can offer you something solid, and they can be open. Right now I feel like your person is not being so open with their feelings, and they're not connected to their hearts, almost like they themselves cannot find the balance within themselves to connect to their heart space and acknowledge their true feelings. Like they know it's there's a difference between knowing that they are there, but like really meeting it within ourselves and within yourself. That's a different story. Meeting it and responding to it and acting according to it, like that's a whole different ball game. That's a whole different level, or levels up even. And I feel like there is acknowledgement. There's that I'm sitting here with a lot going on in my heart when I see you, or what I feel for you in terms of like our connection. But this 5 of Wands and 2 of Pentacles, this person is going through a lot. And I also feel like a sense of suffering, and a little bit of sadness, and just feeling out of balance, like that keeps coming through. Like they are not able to hold themselves well together. Like they might on the outside look like everything is going on super great, and they're working things really well in their lives, but the truth of the matter almost is like they don't feel that way. Lot of conflict, as I said. This could be like being in conflict within themselves, but also like with other energies, like other people, other issues in their life, like trying to figure it out. And your person is busy, like working on themselves, working on that. So yeah, let's get more on what exactly they're working on. Can I get clarity for the 8 of Pentacles, please? What's this 8 of Pentacles here? Oops, okay. These 2 cards flipped over. So we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Working on their courage, I almost feel like they're building up to their capacity to do right by you and to do right by this connection. But with the Knight of Pentacles energy, I feel like it's going to take a while. Okay. And I hate saying this, like, but this is not a very like fast moving energy here with the Knight of Pentacles, and they're going to take their time to reach out to you, to be able to offer to you. Again, with the Queen of Pentacles, I'm getting 2 messages. This could be like their view of you, as in like this fulfilled, amazing, so grounded, so real, and of course that's very alluring to them. Like that's extremely sexy, and they're unable to like match that vibe because they are here. I feel like the 5 of Wands and 2 of Pentacles, they're unable to match that vibe, but they do have this like kind of admiration for what you represent and how they view you handling yourself. They also know that this connection is a lot to offer, and they haven't explored this connection to the fullest extent. So they know that there's a lot there that they yet have to like discover. And with the Knight of Pentacles, it's like they want to make progress, but they're really taking their time, So unfortunately, like Spirit is not giving us like super clear answers here. And when this happens, I kind of feel like it's, information that we are not supposed to know at this time, which is fine. Like, there's some things that we are not supposed to know, because, that it's meant to happen within the person by themselves. and like in isolation, and our jobs is to just deal with that discomfort, because it can be quite an uncomfortable place to be in, to not have that clarity and like really know what's going on when you have feelings towards someone and you've been waiting. And I feel like this waiting might be something that you are doing for quite a while now, or even if it's not a while, it feels like it's been like a while, and that has kind of depleted your own energy and made you feel a little less than what you usually feel. But I feel like with the candle on top of this little person's head, it still holds a flame, the flame of desire for your person. And I see that you have been patient a lot with them as well, patient in this connection. But yeah, with the Knight of Pentacles, like this is going to be just a forewarning. It's going to be a slow journey, because like I see with the Two of Pentacles, like this is a very wounded, exhausted, and overwhelmed kind of energy that's coming through for your person. They're really in trying to find that place of balance, and in trying to feel more balance within themselves, feel more grounded. They have not yet been able to manage it. And it's like they tell them, there's a part, like a denial part coming here through for me. I don't know why, but I feel like they tell themselves that they are balanced, like they have got everything going on the right way and they got this, but it's not an authentic feeling. It's just a lie that your person tells herself or himself. Again, gender doesn't matter. So I want to see more on the Lovers card. Can we get more clarity for the Lovers as well? Can we get more clarification for the Lovers energy here? Two of Swords, look at that. Conflicting thoughts and confusion, deep in confusion. And with the Two of Swords, with the blindfold on this Shadowland creature's eyes, it's like your person has this inability right now to not even able to, like they're not even able to appreciate your connection to them, or see this connection for what it is. Like they're in their heads a lot, and that is being dictated by, I'm seeing the moon here and like the dark kind of, night-ish, dusk-ish kind of sky in this card. And then I'm looking at like a lot of water that is present in this card as well. So I feel like their thoughts are being influenced by their own dysfunctional way of thinking. Experiences from the past, and just like emotion, them not being in touch with their emotions, because water for me and in the tarot is a sign of emotions, or it's a symbol of emotions, and this person has, or this creature has their back turned to that, so they're like blocking out what feelings are rising and coming through. Like I said, like they are aware that there are feelings, but they're not admitting it to themselves. So they're blocking it off right now, and just staying stuck and not doing much towards you in this connection. So this might be a very like frustrating and passive kind of an individual that you are dealing with. But why do I see this Knight of Cups? Because Knight of Cups is someone who wants to follow their heart and really wants to do that. Yeah, it kind of makes sense. Like they know that the feelings are there and they know how they feel, but it's all stuck. Oh, this is frustrating me right now as I'm reading the cards. Can I please get more on the Knight of Cups energy? It's like, get moving already. Like, you want this, but then they're stopped by the Knight of Pentacles. Like, I want it, I don't want it. Like, that kind of a, like, push-pull, But are they still desiring of you? Like, yes, Absolutely, like this is a central card, like this burning fire within them towards you, finding you really alluring, really sexy, and someone they look up to, like with the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like, and they feel immature compared to you, and the way you handle yourself, the way you present yourself, like they find it very inspiring and alluring. In a way. But can I get more on the Knight of Pentacles? Sorry, the Knight of Cups, please. Can I get more on the Knight of Cups? Too many. Can I please get more on the Knight of Cups? Oops, sorry for that loud noise, if that was loud. We have the Ten of Cups. Oh, I almost want to scream at your person, whoever that is. Okay, so it's like, okay, all right, bottom of the deck energy, we have the Page of Swords. Okay, yep, okay. So the Knight of Cups and the Ten of Cups, I feel like you bring this person a lot of joy, you know, and they see you as the whole package, like the whole deal, the real deal, and that gives them a lot of emotional fulfillment. I feel like the way you are around them or the way you make them feel is this Ten of Cups energy. Bringing in, like, look at the colors that are spilling over from these paint cans here, and we have the crab, which is like Cancer. So like emotional, you bring out all these different colors of emotions, a whole wide range of them. And they really enjoy that, I feel like, in your presence, and they really like that. And it's something new and something that they have not experienced before. So a lot of feelings, a lot of desire, a lot of passion, and still in action. The Page of Swords being the bottom of the deck card, how I look at the bottom of the deck card, once again, if you're watching my video for the very first time, is it kind of brings the overall context, like summarization, and the big, like, overarching energy within which to, like, interpret the rest of the reading. So with the Page of Swords, there's immaturity. This person does not know, like, the bottom line, if I could tell you, they do not know how to handle this. They have not experienced someone like you before, I feel like, which is why, like, the overflowing emotions and Five of Wands, like, bringing in too much within, like, rousing them in, like, so many different ways, is just something that they run from, I feel like, and they're really trying. I do feel like they're trying to get clarity, because it's a complex situation. It's not like they don't want to, like, I do not get that feeling, but it's just that they do not know how to, you know, like, how do I handle this? And again, with the Eight of Pentacles, it's them, you know, telling themselves that they need to slow down. And also I feel like your person might be focusing on their work, and what is in front of them right now, and that's their way of dealing with this, because this is too intense, I feel like, with them. With the Ace of Wands, like, here being in the center of this entire reading, I feel like this is too intense for your person to handle right now. Sorry, rearranging, just making sure you guys can see all the cards. Okay, I think that's fine. So there's that immaturity, you know, with your person. Let's see what else is going on. Which tarot deck do I use? Okay, let's use Oracle deck, I mean, sorry. Okay, so what else is going on within them? So if you ask me, like, what can you expect in the next few days or weeks or month, I feel like with the Knight of Pentacles, there will be progress, I feel like, but very slow. And I feel like you need to just sort of take care of yourself and manage your energy within this connection, and keep channeling this Queen of Pentacles, feeling stable, feeling grounded, working on your stability as you navigate your relationship with this person. So yeah, it's gonna take time. Okay, this jumped out. We have friendship. Okay, so they do feel a strong sense of friendship, that comfort with you, you know, really being able to talk to you. That is there, and that must be something that is new, because I feel like friendship is the thing. This kind of friendship, maybe not like in terms of number of friends, maybe they do have other friends, but like the communication and friendship that they share with you, that I feel like they really appreciate that. And it's something of value. You are able to be there for them, I feel like, as a friend as well. Even though there's like this mutual sexual tension going on between you guys, I feel like they know that you do keep that vibe of friendship going on in your connection, and they are able to talk to you. They are able to they will be able to reach out to you, like when they so make a decision and move out of this like Two of Swords place. Even movement, one thing I would like to add, like movement out of this Two of Swords, I'm thinking about like its sequence in a tarot deck. Like the movement out of Two of Swords is a little slow, because after the Two of Swords we encounter the Three of Swords, the Four of Swords, you know, the Five of Swords. So this journey, like when there's, you know, not connecting with their feelings and just like being too much in their thoughts and overvaluing their thoughts, to take a person out of their vibe and to like make them connect with their heart space and their emotions, which is what I feel is like, you know, the alchemical kind of process that really starts the process of transformation. It has to be both, like mind and heart. It cannot be so out of balance that it's just like focused on thoughts and thinking. So I feel like when this is there, when there's too much focus on their conflicting thoughts, and on top of that, as I said, that being dictated by their own dysfunctional patterns and, you know, past experiences, fears and whatnot, almost making them defensive and like making them closed off. Like a journey out of that is very slow as well as not very smooth. It's both those things. So I feel like what you're doing right now, or what you might be doing, as, you know, being there as a friend and being patient with them, that is what is needed in your connection. And I feel like with the Queen of Pentacles, you are able to do that. You must be fairly, if not completely stable, because sometimes I know like these things, you know, they get to us and they bother us and really put us in a dark place, because, you know, we're wondering like what is going on, and we are able to see the desire, feel it and everything, but there's the outward, there's like nothing, nada, nothing to bank on. But mostly with the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like you are able to keep yourself stable. Like I feel your energy, my querent, that's coming through as someone who has done this in the past, like learned the art of self-care, and keeping yourself and your life on track. So keep doing that. Keep the friendship door open. And from that place, like that compassion and the understanding, yeah, with friendship, understanding your person seems to be like a big thing here. You know, because as friends, we look at our friends and we understand their struggles, and we don't hold anything against them. So if you are like, don't do that. Like, don't hold this mess that they are in against them. Just understand, like, you know, that is how they're built, and that is how they function right now. Of course, it doesn't mean that they will never change and, you know, that things will not evolve, but just allow them to be what they are and how they are, with that understanding that comes with the friendship vibe. Okay? All right, let's get more what's going on with your person, what's going on in this connection, what are the true feelings. They would really appreciate the friendship as well, and your understanding. I feel like they already see that and they appreciate that. Gratitude. Yeah, there's a lot of like, there's a lot of warmth, and feeling of gratitude coming through from your person towards you, just for your presence and the way you are with them, the way you treat them, the way you make them feel. And it's opened them up, I feel like, I don't know how to express what I'm feeling, but I feel like, like my heart chakra space, like opening up. Also, like with this eye-shaped kind of thing in the middle here, I feel like it's making them see things differently. It's changing their perspective about life, and how they have lived their life so far. Also about themselves. And this is something that they are really grateful for, their soul is grateful for, if not something that they consciously admit to themselves, because I feel like they are trying to block a lot of their emotions and just busying themselves with other things. But I feel like this soul connection, kind of like of gratitude, I feel like you entered into their lives, or you were brought into their lives for some kind of like transformation, to begin this process of transformation, of awakening for this person. That's what your presence has been, I feel like. I'm just getting a very good kind of warm feeling from this gratitude card. It's almost making me emotional. Okay, what else is going on with your person? Okay, this card wants to come up. Denial. Yeah, like I said, they are right now in a place where they are denying, being shut off. It's funny how, the card falls adjacent to a card that we previously explored and spoke about, and like them being shut and in denial about their feelings towards you, and everything that this connection is. I feel like they're unable to appreciate. With you, they feel really good. It brings up a lot of like positive emotions. They have a strong like sexual desire towards you, like really strong. That's coming in so strong. And they see your warmth. They see your ability to like follow your heart and how honest you are in your communication, and what you offer. They see that. It's like a new opportunity for them to like explore that side of themselves. But like your person is really in their heads and stuck at this moment, unfortunately. Okay. Oh, this really does make me sad, actually. It's frustrating, and it's also sad because I don't, I kind of feel like I'm, as a tarot reader, or like a spiritual counsel, I kind of feel like I have that rescuer archetype in me, and I want to go up to people and tell them like it's okay to really acknowledge your feelings and like let your passions like destroy you. Like seriously, that's how I feel. And it's okay to be brave and take that leap of faith and go after. And it's not, even if you fail in the end, it's going to be fine, because you as a soul, you're a spiritual being, you're actually indestructible. And your heart's calling you towards like a particular thing, whatever it may be, a person or like whatever, a venture or desire that's nagging and poking you to look at. But like people remain stuck in denial because they don't want to disturb like their life that is going on right now. And sometimes, they're really bang in the middle of struggle. And it's like, I wish I could like reach out to everybody who's going through that and tell them that it's okay. And they got this, like they can bring in whatever they want in their lives if they, if they make that one bold decision to accept that that is how they feel and that's what they want to explore, and go towards it with a lot of joy and positivity. And fearlessness, because like I said, like any kind of external success or failure, in the end, it shouldn't define you, or it's not something that's going to be the end, like it's not going to destroy you, as I said. So like this reading makes me kind of sad for your person that we are reading into, that they are so stuck in their heads, in their messes. Anyways, but I also do understand that, you know, you cannot rescue those that do not want a rescue, and sometimes that is right for that soul. Like they need to figure this out by themselves. They need to figure it out by themselves. It should come organically from within. Nothing will come of the situation. I kind of feel like a person must be telling themselves, like, because of this Two of Pentacles energy and like wounded energy, and Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords, I feel like a lot of negative thoughts are going on in their minds. It's like, even if I do take a leap of faith and I do act on my feelings and whatnot, what's the point? You know, like that, what's the point kind of energy is coming through. At times I feel like a person does go into that dark place, and they tell themselves this, that what's the point? Like, what's the point in chasing this connection? Like, there's so much going on in my life, and you know what, like in the past it's never worked. So as I said, like incapable of responding to this awesome connection, like because of the way they think and the things they believe in and the way they perceive things. It's like they're incapable, with the Page of Swords, to step up and be mature about it, almost like, you know, emotionally mature, spiritually mature. So I feel like sometimes, you know, at times they do feel like this. Nothing will come of this situation. What else is going on within your person? It is sad, it is sad. I do agree. I am nodding my head. But, you know, I would rather that you have like the truth without any sugarcoating. The answers you need are coming. So I feel like this is a message for you, my Pile 1 people, that the clarity that you need in this connection, as I said, like dealing with someone who's behaving the way that your person might be, at this time it's very confusing and frustrating. And even though you're like the Queen of Pentacles, it's okay, like from time to time, to really be frustrated with a connection like this. So this card, I feel like, is telling you that the answers that you seek are coming. You know, just be patient. Like either they will come through from your person, or you will just realize, you know, you will see things more clearly. You will see things more authentically. Your position in the context of this connection and with them, like you're bound to get more insight. And I feel like, if you ask me what I'm leaning more towards, like, is it going to be like a organic insight that, you know, arises, like you arrive at, or is it going to come from your person? I feel like it's going to come from your person. That's what I'm feeling. And I feel like even they would, both the messages, like I really felt that within me right now. I feel like they would gain some clarity and insight, as well as, like I said, with your presence in their life and the energy that you have infused in their lives. It's really opening them, like really changing them, transforming them. So I feel like they will come to newer realizations about you, about life, about this connection, and it feels very hopeful. Like they will be able to communicate, you know. I kind of very strongly feel that they will be able to talk more freely about how they feel, which is what they want to do. And I know that with the like Knight of Cups, Ten of Cups energy, they really want to express themselves, and they will get there, but in time. Okay, what else is going on with your person. What's their truth? Confidence is your key to success. Again, I feel like this message is for you. Keep channeling your Queen of Pentacles, you know. The Queen of Pentacles that you are, keep channeling that. Keep, I saw this card, it kind of caught my attention at the bottom of the deck. Take time to breathe out. So for now, if you feel like you need to step away, focus on yourself, rebuilding your confidence, and who you are, and like just stepping into that powerful vibe, do that. And actually, I feel like the more you do that, the more this person is able to resolve and work through their issues, you know, because sometimes when we get into that frustrated place of like needing a solution, like needing answer, like I want to know right now, it can make us like too attached to that thing and like to that outcome almost, and like waiting for it, you know. And it's a very painful place to be in. But when that happens, one word of advice, like acknowledge it and like be okay with it, allow it to be there, it's fine, but also try not to react to it, because you will be reacting from a place of feeling disempowered. And what's that disempowerment? Like, I am not enough without my person, like that disempowerment, or like my life is not going right without this person. And your soul will always, if you give something external more power than your own self, your life has a way of like taking it away from you. Trust me. Because that's what is, you know, your soul is trying to prove to you, like you are a spiritual being, you are enough. Like, don't give too much importance to anything outside of yourself. So with this, if you find yourself getting caught up in that frustrated place, that energy of like wanting something, needing something, because want is different. Like wanting this clarity is fine, but like from a pieced out kind of place, a confident place, that's different. Actually, that is what is going to change the entire like game here. Sorry about that. I hit my own microphone because I talk a lot with my hands. Yeah, that's going to change the entire game here. I feel like the more you become your own shining, beautiful self, the more this person feels freer to come towards you. But don't do it with that intention, because that never works. I hope you see that, you know, I hope you understand that. And that kind of like forcing yourself to change because you're trying to control, again, something external. External being like, yeah, I want this person to come in, and I want that clarity to come in, and I want some peace, and I want to hear from them and like be with them or whatnot, and like see their true feelings. I want this person to start acting in a certain way. If you kind of tell yourself that, okay, now I'm going to change so that this can happen, and that's why, that it never works, okay? So it has to be like, drop this for a while, take some time to breathe out, and work on yourself, keeping yourself stable, understanding, aligning yourself to the spiritual truths, and just let the situation be for a while, okay? You needn't, it's like almost Spirit is telling me that, to tell you that you needn't do anything about it. Like, if somebody is closed off, okay, and in denial about their feelings, and excuse me, and not in touch with their feelings, okay, there's literally, understand this, like nothing you can say or do that will suddenly shift that. Like, this is something that they have to organically understand. All right, so they already have like a lot of fire and passion burning for you. Let them level up. Like, from this Page of Swords, become more clear, like the King of Swords, and more certain and more assertive about this desire and this action plan towards you. But let them level up on their own. You cannot, like, when somebody is in denial, no matter how much you say or what you do, it's not gonna work. Simple as that. Okay, So I do feel like taking in more cards from the Lovers Oracle deck. A very difficult deck to shuffle, as you can see. It's like dropping more cards rather than shuffling with this one. But I do enjoy the card messages. So let's see, a message that needs to come through for you for understanding them more. Or just a message for you. What do you need to hear about this connection? Embrace. This is the first card that jumped out. So like I said, the vibe of friendship, you know, accepting things for what they are right now, accepting them for where they are right now. If you're able to hold the space for them as you manage your own frustration, your own pain, your own confusion, if you can sit with it, be strong with it, and because of it, you know, take this as a like, I don't know, I keep like drifting, my mind keeps drifting and going to that confusion and addressing it more because like I have organically like felt that in my life as well. So take that as a spiritual sort of test. Life is teaching you how to be strong despite some difficult emotions. Like, can you do that at this time? Ask yourself that and embrace. And I feel like the message through each other, you find the missing pieces. That was that friendship vibe, like the appreciation. I feel like this person consciously or unconsciously has for you for this connection. It's like you give this person a lot, and they are very, very appreciative. Like it's on a soul level almost. I feel like. And hold that space, you know, for them. Embrace the situation, embrace the entire thing with an open heart for what it is. We have this beautiful card with, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. As I said, you know, I feel like this is a message for you, my Pile 1 Querents, people who are watching this. Connect with your own heart. And what that means is like even the negative feelings that you're feeling, like really feel them and allow them to be. But understand why they are there, because like, you know, there's too much importance, like an outward thing in your life or an outward person or connection or what have you, for the time being, like when you're feeling sad, in the moment that you're feeling sad, for some reason you're giving it like more importance, and that's something like outside of you. So understand this, that pain is coming up for you to learn how to bring that energy back to yourself and be able to connect and be with it and sit with it. Also, another message that I'm getting, like in this connection, I feel like you will have to respond. There can be no planning, you know, the answer doesn't, where was it? Not in your mind. The answer dwells in your heart and not in your mind. So I kind of feel like there can be no planning as to like you taking steps, or this is what I'm going to do, like say to them, or like the next time we meet, like this is how I'm going to be, or, you know, stuff like that. Like don't be vulnerable with your heart, be open, be in a place where you feel confident enough to like speak your own mind, your own feelings, not mind, more so like about feelings. Feelings is the place where most of us like feel very vulnerable and like scared to share. Like we can talk more easily about the like 10,000 confusing thoughts in our head, and that is more easy than like the actual feelings. But I feel like this is calling you to become more of that person who is able to do that, a brave person. This is a quote that I read somewhere, and I don't remember who it's by, but it said, you know, the only the truly brave can be truly vulnerable. I don't remember where I read this. Anyways, I used to write poetry and like 2 sentences, whatever they're called, like duo sentences, poems, and whatnot on Instagram. And if you're curious, like, this is years ago, and since then I've stopped, but I've kept the page as is, and I'll put the link below to that Instagram page, and you can check it out if you want. In the description box you'll find it. But it feels like something I wrote, or like, I don't know, but I feel like the truly strong are the ones who can be truly vulnerable, because they don't feel threatened and they don't have that need of anything from the world, you know. So I feel like this might be a connection that's teaching you to develop that more, that feeling of being strong. So yeah, there you go. Okay, one last card for you. In this connection, their truths, or like the message. Oh, too many. But this jumped out. There are two cards that jumped out. We're going to take both of them. Okay. So the first is, beware of what you're projecting, for the qualities you admire in another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are your own reflection. Oh my God, okay. I'm going to keep this aside for a bit and address this. So when we get into that place of like being frustrated or not having those answers, like I said, like sometimes it's that dark place that just finds us, which is fine. But in that dark place, we tend to, or our minds tend to do, is that we are more likely to misinterpret everything. So their inability to communicate with you, that might make you feel like, oh, this person is not attracted to me at all. Oh, look at him, or look at her. They're not doing this. This means, you know, like we start attaching meanings to their actions or inactions, and we make it all about us, you know. So, and in that frustration too, another line of thought that might come up is like, he or she, like, they should be able to do this, like they need to, like, why wouldn't they, like, you know. And we are irritated by that, because this card, as the saying, projection, is all about recognizing that what we like in someone else is the quality that we are seeking and wanting in ourselves, and what we do not like in some other form, it's the same quality that's manifesting in you right now. Okay, so it's a very kind of like deep, spiritual, philosophical, psychological, but a very deep message, and like what do you call it, nugget of information to take in and digest. But that's how I really feel. So be mindful of that. If you catch yourself, like, you know, or your mind excuse me, in that narrative that you're like just drawing some negative conclusions about the situation or about themselves, or even worse, about yourself, because of how they behave, beware of that. This card is saying, don't do that. Don't project. Just be present. Just be present. Embrace it for what it is, and connect with your own space, like heart space, and connect with your own feelings, or own emotions. Sit with them. Learn how to do that. Learn the art of that, and still being open to this connection, because this is not about you. Again, you know, this comes up very often in the type of readings where I read for, like, we are reading for another person, and like their thoughts and feelings. Like, this message, like, this is not about you, and what you feel is real, like coming from them, like the desire and all that. It's real how you make them feel, and you know what you bring up within them. All that is real. So don't doubt it. Sit with it, embrace it, and let this journey take you. Okay, let's look at this card. We have healing. Imagine yourself, your beloved, surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. Feel like I'm reminded of an affirmation, and if affirmation is something that you do use, and I feel like it's a good idea, but sometimes, you know, there is like confusion around affirmation, in the sense like when you are in a dark place, sometimes people just go on repeating affirmations, and that's not how it works. It could change your vibe, but it's organically something that you have to feel within you. This, if you're bringing in the healing energy in this connection. But when you find yourself in that positive vibe, in that open, embracing, present, brave, positive, confident vibe within you, send healing towards them and this connection. Heal it. Okay? And I feel like this message coming for you, to me, feels like you are ready, even though you feel like you might not feel powerful enough to do this. I feel like you guys are ready to do that. And you have the capability, to heal this connection. You can. You can. Okay? You just need to remain connected to yourself and not let your vibe fall because of the frustrating energies in this connection. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to leave your reading here. Thank you so much for watching. If this reading resonated, please consider liking this video. And also please communicate with me in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know how you felt. And consider subscribing as well and staying back for more pick-a-pile readings to come. If you're interested in booking a private reading with me, either in this video format, just like we did, or a written format, because I know that some people prefer like processing information through the written word versus like a video. Either ways, all that information also is in the description box below. And yeah, thanks again. Take care of yourself. You got this. I feel really good on your behalf, like for you. Here I feel strong. You got this, my loves. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hi Pile 2. So this reading is for those of you that resonated with the Blue Crystal Heart or the Grunge Tarot. And if you skipped or missed the intro by any chance, we are going to be looking into your person's true feelings, peeling back the layers today. And what do they really feel deep down on a soul level, on an unconscious level? These are things that they might not have expressed to you. And this is for all kinds of relationships. Whether you are not in contact right now or, oh my god, cards are falling off, too many of them. Whether you're not in contact or it's a low contact situation, or even in situations where there is ongoing connection or contact with them. So this flipped over, so I'm taking it, the 10 of Cups. So as I was saying, even in situations where you are in contact, but many a times we do not say what we want to other people. This is especially challenging for most of us, if not all of us. And that leads to like a confusing situation, relationship. So that's the reading geared towards, that's the guidance to help you understand what's really going on. And we are starting with a very wonderful card there, 10 of Cups. So let's see what else comes up. How is your person really, truly feeling towards you? Now we have Justice. And with this Justice card, it's like the person is holding a feather and their heart in each of their hands. Interesting. Kind of balancing out, it makes me feel like balancing out their thoughts and their emotions, trying really hard to seek balance, to feel more balance within themselves. Then we have the World. The Justice and the World, two major arcana cards. The Justice to me is also a desire to do what is right, what feels right, to come to a conclusion. But this kind of decision is reached from a place of feeling balanced within ourselves. So I feel like your person right now is really striving for that. With the World card and the Ten of Cups, I feel like, you know, this person really knows the potential of this relationship, but with the Justice card, they're just not feeling balanced enough within themselves to be able to make that decision. But you bring out a lot of happiness, and that sense of like completeness, emotional fulfillment, deep emotional fulfillment, when something just feels emotionally very right. And with the World card, it's, you know, it's that desire to, or knowing that your presence in their life does complete them in a way, does offer them what they have been looking for. And I feel like they see you as, you know, somebody whom they can have a family with. Like, that's the strong vibe, children, and all that I'm getting. For some of you, I'm also getting like this, your person might be in a situation, in a third party situation with someone else. So kind of like two very distinct vibes. Like, I feel like there's already like a lot going on in their world. They might be in in another connection, and it's like they're drawn to you, but they're trying to balance the practical sides, and also like their emotions. So trying to really feel their way through this, and discerning like how they really feel. Those two kinds of messages, but definitely like your person not being ready at this time. So let's get some more. How is your person truly feeling? We have the Knight of Swords. Okay. And we have the bottom of the deck, we have Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like your person sees you as someone who's really independent, really strong, really mature, somebody who has themselves in control. And I feel like you must have come a very long way in your life, through experiences, through heartbreaks and whatnot, learning a few important lessons, and really empowering yourself through all of them. And you have empowered yourself in a way that you don't need anyone, but you are in a place where you would want a relationship with someone, okay? And I feel like you have sufficiently communicated, like especially with this pile, from your side, I'm seeing like you have sufficiently communicated how you feel, and you have left no room for any doubt as such regarding your own feelings. You've been very vocal about it, very upfront, very honest, and that's something that has really, like, that's really appealing about you, and they find it very attractive about you. With the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Swords energy, and I'm also looking at this rendition of the Knight of Swords and this tarot deck and how it's designed. And I kind of feel like this is talking about this person which is you, as in their view of you as someone who's like really bold, someone out there, someone not afraid to speak. And I also feel like they think that you get a lot of attention, you know, well deserved, because your vibe is such that it does attract attention, and you have a lot of options in life, I feel like they feel. And with the Knight of Swords, like the traditional meaning, that also is coming through, where I feel like it's a situation where they do not want to behave like the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is someone who's just kind of reacting to his or her feelings and just, rushing towards what they want. And they have kind of, I feel like you guys might have even had a conversation about it amongst yourself, like you don't want to rush through things. And I feel like even you don't want that, in a sense that, you understand the importance of making good decisions, the right decisions for yourself. And yeah, it makes sense with the Justice card here, where you and them are wanting to do what is right, like taking your time through it. So while there is a very, real pull that they feel towards you, I'm kind of getting like they don't want this and you don't want this, like the Knight of Swords, the traditional Knight of Swords energy in this relationship. And realizing the importance of not being that way. So I want to get more on each of the cards, like clarify them or add to them. What else? Okay, but how can we understand these cards on the table more deeply? We have the Ace of Wands. Okay. Yeah, the Ace of Wands is that fiery passion, desire. Really, like I get the sense from the Ace of Wands that they're really very attracted to you. Like you are something, and you have been brought into their lives. I almost feel like to arouse this passionate side of themselves, and to make them see, I feel like they have been living their life in a certain way, but with your connection and with you entering their lives, it's like a part of them has come alive, and that's something that might be scary for them, because they've not really dealt with any feelings like that before, like those before. But you definitely bring out that passion, that desire, wanting to go and seek it. Okay. Point is, like, we have to see with the reading, like, what do they really do about it, and if they're able to do about it. But what they're able to do about it. But right now at this time, I feel like they recognize it, but they're not moving. They're just figuring things out. So. And it's almost like if this is, a third-party situation, even when they have like a lot going on in their life, even if they have a partner, it's almost like you coming into their lives, even in their situation, it has kind of pulled them out of it a little bit, and got them like more attracted towards you. And this is necessarily not wrong, but I don't know if they see that or not, or they're still in that, I feel like they're more judging it into whether this is right or whether this is wrong. So that's the message I'm getting, like, especially for the third party type situation. But even with that, even with like a lot going on in their lives, and them being busy or having a partner or whatnot, it's still kind of, you are tempting. You have tempted them. Wow. It is a tough situation from their point of view too, to deal with, I feel like, and challenging, like I said, because this feels new, very brand new. We have the Six of Swords. Yeah, so this person really has a lot going on in their life right now, and kind of them being always, I'm getting the energy of being on the go, like doing a lot of things, going from one place to the other. Doesn't mean like they're traveling a lot, but they're always on the go, and they're just dealing with a lot of stuff, and they have a lot of responsibilities, I feel like, on their shoulders at this moment. And it's thoughts about that, around that kind of makes them feel like they are stuck and they are unable to do anything about this desire, which I feel like also frustrates them. I'm looking at this individual. Yeah, she has like puffed out cheeks, kind of like the sign of being frustrated, but like keep on going. So I kind of feel that energy of force here, forcing themselves to keep going, to keep doing what they gotta do, what's on their plate right now, and just being busy. But what about this? It makes me think, because I feel like with the Ace of Wands, the rising of this desire and this passion that they feel towards you, it has definitely affected them, but has it changed them enough is what I want to see. So let's draw more cards. And I'm not seeing that, unfortunately, in the cards. Like, it's not in a way enough to... Okay, this card jumped out, 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, so this one was about you. I'll get that to in a minute. But as I was saying, like, yes, they see that, or they feel that, and they feel that desire, they feel that pull with the Ace of Wands and wanting to, like, come and get you and grab you. But I feel like, has this really affected them so much as yet? Unfortunately, no. I feel like they're still in their minds, in their heads a lot, and still stuck in that place. What would be the right thing to do with the World and the 10 of Pentacles? So again, like the similar, like two kinds of messages. They feel like already my life is complete, like there's a lot going on. So this is especially true for third-party situations, and even if you're not aware of this, maybe this is something they've not told you. If this is the type of relationship that has just begun, or like you have a crush on them and they have a crush on you or something like that, maybe you're not aware of this, but that's something that they do struggle with. I feel like, how do I extract myself from a life that, there's so much going on, and how do I chase this passion? How do I go after it? What do I do with these feelings? I can't talk, sorry. So that's the struggle I see there. And also for others of you, I feel like they see and realize your worth, and what you deserve. You deserve a 10 of Pentacles situation, and the 10 of Pentacles is something that comes after the 9 of Pentacles. So I feel like they see you as someone who's really primed and ready to receive that, one little missing piece in the 9 of Pentacles, that one extra Pentacles, pentacle, to complete your existence. And they know that this is what you deserve. You are not someone who would be okay with like them breadcrumbing you, or them not being 100% into this relationship. And that's why they are like not expressing all of it. And I can see like how difficult, like I hope you realize as you listen to this, how difficult it is to express all of this, all of these feelings, and this conflict within them, within their heart and their mind, between their heart and their mind. How difficult it is, because with the Ace of Wands, it's like so new, so fresh, and so unexpected almost. But yeah, those are the messages that I'm getting from both those cards. Like, they know that you deserve nothing less than the 10 of Pentacles type of situation. So what else do my pile 2 people need to know about this relationship, about this connection? There's another message that I'm getting, which I feel like just hit me. Look at that, the sun. I love seeing this card. Well, not everything is so black and white, is it, in life? And there are like shadow aspects to it, and I'll get to that. But there's one more message that I'm getting with the 10 of Pentacles, especially that your person, the go, the being busy, I feel like they're still trying to get a sense of stability, also with the Justice card there, with the World, and all of that. And this is in terms of their material aspects, so money, career, resources, whatnot. anything that would make them feel more stable, I feel like. With the Sun card, the Sun is one of the most positive cards in a tarot deck. And just, I feel like this is representative of how you make them feel, first of all, and them knowing that if they were to connect with you in a very real sort of a way, that's how they would feel. Full of joy, full of excitement about life, which I feel like is lacking at this time in their lives, you know, with the position that I feel they are in right now. But this is their inner knowing, or something that their heart has been prodding gently them towards this realization. And I feel like they know that, and they feel that connection with you. Like, look at these two individuals playing in the sun, but I also see a snake here. So I feel like there's that, I'm looking at the snake and I feel like there's that blockage to this connection. Of course, the blockages are in their minds and also yours, which I'll get to in a minute. But look at these two people, like, really being present with each other. And I feel like that's how they are when they are with you, whenever they are with you. Very present, very happy. I feel like you really, really bring out a lot, give them a lot of joy. I'm also seeing the sun here. So the rainbows, these feelings of joy, they are there. They are really there, truly, like them coming alive. It makes sense. Now I'm getting kind of like more of a energetic map of this person. But yeah, still stuck in those wonderings. So let's see, what do we want to do now? I want to move on to oracle cards. Is there anything on my table that I want to clarify? Yeah, I want to get more on the Ace of Wands actually, and take a look deeper into that rise of passion, desire that you do bring out. Just give me 1 second. I'm adjusting my mic. It's about to fall off the table. There we go. That should stay. Okay. What's this Ace of Wands energy? I want more on this Ace of Wands. I want to know more about it, or maybe, you know, like, how do they deal with it right now, or, you know, what they're going to do about it. So any of those flavors, please, Spirit. Tell us more about the Ace of Wands. We have strength. This made me laugh because strength is something like they're trying to be really, really strong about it, okay? As in, like, controlling themselves. Like, that's what the strength energy is. And the strength card is also, it's kind of a sad card in which this individual is like on the bathroom floor. I see tears running down their cheek. I don't know if that's visible. There you go, maybe. And this is someone who doesn't look very strong, right? Like, they look like they have given in to whatever, like, addictions they have, and they're not very happy about it. This character, I'm just talking about this particular rendition. So I feel like within them, they are really, like, tearing themselves apart, trying to control it. Wow. Okay. And really having a hard time with it, to be honest. Like, this feels like it's just a matter of time when it's gonna, like, all explode and come out. And yeah, with the Sun card, I feel like there is, you know, honest communication where you meet each other as equals and really have a talk about it. And that's going to be like when they are ready for it, as in, like, not in this sort of avoidant state, and sort of telling themselves that I have a lot going on and I'm busy. But I feel like with the Strength card, like they're really trying, but miserably failing, and they're not happy about it. As in, they keep getting drawn towards you, you know. If only a person would quickly get there, right? But of course, these processes take time, and I can understand how frustrating it is to wait. I do empathize with that. But you know, with the Nine of Pentacles, you keep doing your thing. You know, keep your focus on you, and shine on, and be patient with it. This is their inner struggle. I feel like this is not. It's not something that you can fix, or anything you can do or say for them to start seeing things differently and whatnot. Okay, so now let's move on to the Oracle cards and get some more insight into their thoughts. What do I want to? I want to use this Oracle deck. This is the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle cards. Okay. What are your person's thoughts and feelings towards you? True feelings. One card flipped over, the Raven. I love the Raven as a spirit animal, that is, but it says magic, coincidence, synchronistic events. So I feel like your connection must have happened, or their view of that, you know, like they are seeing the events around this connection as something that is so orchestrated by the universe, and it kind of feels magical to them. The Raven is also like a guide, okay, a spirit guide, like as in a symbol of wisdom. Okay, and I'm also seeing the skull here. Oh, so many messages I'm getting. So I'm also seeing the skull here, the Raven. So as I was saying, the Raven is also like a mystical, spiritual guide, a symbol of that. So I kind of feel like both of you, this connection happening in your life, for both of you, it is quite significant, and it has been brought into your life for a reason. And of course, the next question that you are naturally going to ask me is like, what reason, you know? And most of the times, connections, people, and of the events in our life, they are brought into our life so that we take them as an opportunity to empower ourselves, okay? And never ever forget that we by ourselves are enough, okay? So as I said, with the Nine of Pentacles, your energy is coming through as someone who has done a lot of work on their own selves, and they have reached a certain level of feeling powerful, independent, and all that good stuff, like a powerful manifester, you know? And you're able to, I feel like you're able to, even as you navigate this connection, and even though you feel frustrated at times and sad about it, I feel like mostly you have been able to keep your vibe really high with that Nine of Pentacles. The Raven, wow, I got so sidetracked. But the point is, I was saying, the Raven comes in to kind of help us bolster and strengthen that vibe that you find yourself in right now, okay? That's what I was trying to say. And your connection in their life, it has come to teach them certain things about themselves too. And what that is, I feel like the general area is rebirth, okay? Why I say rebirth is because, as I said, my attention was drawn to the skull. And that to me is representative of like a death, a dying of some kind, okay? Some side of them is like evolving and changing, while one side is dying. And it's like, you know, this has kind of instigated, this connection has instigated that journey for your person especially. Okay, so let's see. But yeah, I really feel them wondering, you know, like how magical is this, how amazing is this. I feel like they have a lot of appreciation. Part of them, like they try to, it's like they try to suppress it and ignore it, but there's a part of it unconsciously that is very aware. And those things, you know, even if our conscious minds are not aware, it doesn't matter. Sooner or later it does catch up to it, and sooner or later, like, it does have its effects, very much so. So I feel like that is there. It's kind of like brewing within them. I feel like, oh, look at that, I dropped all of the cards. Sorry about that. There we go. Let's do a proper shuffle to get some more on how your person is really feeling at this time. Truth. I feel like this person, I feel like this person needs to face the truth of their feelings. This Ace of Wands situation, they have to face the truth here, the truth of what is going on in their own life, and their own situation. I feel like they don't even see the truth of that. You know, they just tell themselves like, I have a lot going on, and I don't have time for this, or like I shouldn't even be doing anything about it. And this is them lying to themselves. I feel like your person lies to themselves a lot. And they also have trouble speaking up. Well, obviously, that's why we are here doing this reading. But yeah, I feel like, you know, this is something of a challenge for your person, with the Justice card, and that being adjacent to the truth, which to me as a reader is important. If you haven't seen my videos before or any of the readings before, I kind of look at the adjacent cards and where a new card would fall onto the table. So the truth of their situation, this Six of Swords, them being busy and having a lot, and you know, even in seeking balance, like you can only balance out your heart and your mind when you face the truth, isn't it? Like you cannot keep lying to yourself and telling yourself something that is not in line with how you feel and how you really truly think. I feel like your person with the Justice card, like wanting to do everything right, that right, they might be stuck in programmed learning and the ideas they have picked up from their environment and whatnot, like their patterns, etc. But it's not their truth. Like our truth, more often than not, doesn't match society's truth or what we learn from our environment. And that courage too, this also has a side of courage, you know. And I'm seeing that bridge, the bridge from where they are at right now, point A, to you, point B. The bridge would be the truth, like facing the truth of how this connection really makes them feel, right? And being able to walk that bridge, being able to go through that, which I feel like your person is not doing at this moment. Which, you know, I still encourage as you listen to this. I know this might be hard to hear and it might bother you, but you keep doing you. That's what this is here to teach you. The more you shine, I almost feel like the more you shine, the more you make all of this easier for them and for yourself. Okay? So keep shining on. All right? But courage, which kind of goes hand in hand with truth, is the ability to follow our truths. And that can be a really scary, challenging place to be in, because there is no validation from the outside, and you're not supposed to seek validation from the outside. You're supposed to just focus on your truth, focus on how you feel, how you think. So courage, it's a little lacking, I feel like, and they're focusing their energy controlling themselves, versus redirecting the same energy in following their heart's desire. So let's see what else. The Truth card, another message that I got as I was shuffling, is that there might be still aspects to this person's life and connection that you are yet to get acquainted with. Okay, so keep that in mind. Not that they are, I don't get like deception from them, like they're trying to keep it from you, or not, they did not tell you and then like, lying to you. I'm not getting that vibe at all, but I feel like there's still more that you have to learn about this person at this time. That's exactly the message. Oh. Too many cards. I do take jumper cards, by the way, but not when like so many of them are flipping over and jumping. Okay, so this is a jumper card which I will take. Perception. Perception to me, is everything. Wow, what a statement. Okay. So perception to me is one of the key ingredients in how we process life, how you perceive things, and how you process them within yourself. They are so closely connected, okay? So I feel like perception is saying two things. One, their perception of this connection, that has to change, okay? There might be some flawed way of looking at things going on with them, which is skewing their perception of you, skewing the perception of this connection and just taking them further away from the truth. And I feel like that needs to happen. As yet, that like they need to, like there's an eye here at the top of the perception card. So like opening up their eyes to it, opening up their or expanding their vision, their ability to perceive, expansion on that. And with all the like dead leaves still on the ground, this is a fall season scene, especially like the weather changing and things changing and like renewing. But when I think of the fall, I feel like something needs to fall off, something needs to die, to go away, to or them finding the ability within themselves to let go of some things, and then get renewed, right? And that I feel needs to happen in this connection. They need to get to that point which they are not at right now. I wish I got that vibe, like that they are already there and like some good news. Who doesn't like that? But I wouldn't want to sugarcoat the message. I feel like this person is, even though we saw in the tarot part of this read that they feel so many things, feel like they're stuck with their limited way of thinking and looking at things, not being open to the truth. But the change is coming, definitely coming in this connection within them. This process is going to take time, of course, and what are you supposed to do in the meantime is shining on, building yourself up. And the more you do that, I again repeat the message that I did a few minutes ago, the more you do that, the better you make the journey for them as well as you, okay? The more you bring in the frustration, and this is me stepping away from this reading for a while and just going off on a tangent and advice, and take it or leave it. If you do not agree with me, that is absolutely fine too. But the more you allow yourself to feel like frustrated and stuck and powerless in this situation and just like waiting for things, the worse the outcome would be. And here's why. Because every time we give something else outside of us more importance, life has a way of taking it away. Okay? Because what life is trying to teach us through various connections of all kinds, experiences of all kinds, is that you by yourself are more than enough. Okay? Alright, so that was just a little bit of me going on a tangent. Thanks for listening. I want to get more oracle cards to see where they are at. This is from the Soul's Journey. What is it called? The Soul's Journey lesson cards. So yeah, what lessons are you learning? What are they learning? Let's see who the message comes out for. I will be intuitively guided to know who this message would be for. Oh, here we go. Relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. I feel like this is for you. And two messages, okay? Two very, very distinct messages that I'm getting here. Like I said, the vibe that I'm getting from you is of a very powerful manifester. Whether you have consciously tried to become like a powerful manifester or not, it doesn't matter. What I mean to say is that you're in a position, you're primed to be able to receive what you want in life, okay? So from that position, from understanding that about yourself and embracing that, embracing your power, you're now in a position to choose the kinds of relationships, the kind of person that you want to attract in your life, okay? I feel like most of you might be aware of this as well at this time as you watch this reading. Most of you might be consciously trying to manifest that and kind of like, clarifying or like clearing your own vibe so that, the manifestation comes in much more easier and effortlessly, which is how it should be. So you are in the process of doing that, and that's the first message. Like, you have the power to bring in the kind of people and relationships in your life. And the second thing is, to not view this relationship and to not view everything that is going on in this dynamic, particularly how this makes you feel, from time to time, sad, frustrated, not being able to do about it, powerless, and all that. To not see that in itself as a problem. See that as see this person as someone who has come into your life to evolve you even to an even higher vibe. I'm attracted to those who serve my higher good. There's a reason why they are attracted to you, and there's a reason why you are attracted to them. You both are like teaching each other, I feel like, these truths. These life truths. Okay. What else? What is going on here? What are the lessons? Oh, I don't know why. I'm holding the deck reverse, I think. Self-esteem. Okay. I feel like there are... now I flipped over the deck, so I'm holding it right. There are real like self-esteem issues which are fueling their behavior in this connection, and these self-esteem issues kind of feel like something, again, that they are not acknowledging, or they might be acknowledging, but they are not like ready to do anything about it. It could be either of those two situations, whatever it is, but there are real self-esteem issues. I also feel like your person, this is what I got just right this very second, I also feel like your person feels like you are too good for them. in a way, or like they cannot match your vibe and the way you carry yourself and the way you conduct yourself in life and in this connection. And they admire that and they love that about you, and they feel like they cannot be as authentic as you are. And authenticity comes from a place of really high self-esteem. So your self-esteem issues are kind of feeding and fueling the situation, their view of you, as well as, the esteem issues within themselves. And they just, I mean, even if they are not like acknowledging it or like not even aware of it, there's a difference between how we present to the world, or what we present to the world, and like an organic, deep feeling of, security and feeling good, like that realness to that vibe, that's qualitatively different than just like being bold and out there and whatnot. And kind of like sometimes we present that persona, which is fine. It's kind of our soul's way of practicing how a new, different you would feel, and as you're evolving. So that's fine, of course. But this real kind of strength and self-esteem in the way you behave and conduct yourself, and of course, like as I said, I feel like you've come a long way to have reached to this point. They see that, they love that, they admire that, but I feel like they feel that they won't be able to match it. And also there are issues fueling their behavior. Whoops. Okay. Success. Okay, with the Sun card, with the Success card, whatnot, I feel like, oh, I'm so excited. Okay, I feel like with this situation, like what you want, if you want, whatever you want, okay, you decide. Like, do you want a long-term relationship with this person? You have the freedom. I just saw this card down there. I mean, on the back of the deck. So if you do desire like a relationship with this person, you have the freedom here. You have the power. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Look at that. So you get to choose what you want to do, and whatever you do decide, you will be successful. Okay? So as I said, the best way you can do that is by focusing on yourself, always keeping yourself at a high vibe, feeling good, feeling confident, and knowing that as a spiritual being, just by yourself, you are enough, you're okay. And the more you focus on that and make your choice as to what you want in life, and also within this connection, I feel like the more you do that from that place, the more effective your choice would be, as in like that would be more right for you, and that's going to lead to success. I feel like you will be successful. You are the MVP here in this connection. Like, you are in charge. Okay, I really feel that. I feel very powerful vibes coming from you. You've earned that position. You have come a very long way in life, and you've learned some really important lessons. Some of which you might see, some of which even if you don't see, they're just there, and they're going to manifest in the right way in relationships when the point comes. That is, and that's when you might notice, like, oh, I've changed so much, and I feel so much better. That is how it pans out sometimes. So yeah, that is what is going on with your person right now. And like I said, you decide, you choose. I know you're handling this well, already feeling empowered, and continue working on that. So this is where I am going to leave this reading. I hope it was helpful. I hope it resonated. And I would love to hear your story in the comments below. Also, give this video a thumbs up if this video or this reading resonated and helped you in any way, big or small. And please consider subscribing to my channel and staying on for more pick a pile readings to come. And if you're interested in booking a private reading with me, all that information is in the description box as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Hi Pile 3, so this is for you if you chose the pink with black waning crystal heart. This is your reading. So if you missed or skipped the intro, we are looking into your person's truth, the truth of this connection, their true feelings towards you. And I'm going to keep this like wide open in terms of scope. So this is for a connection that maybe is still forming, new connection that is, or like a relationship that has reached sort of like a dead end, an impasse, and you really do not have the clarity to know exactly what is going on in your person's mind and what is going on with them. Even in like a situation where there is communication, oftentimes there is a lack of clarity because things are left unsaid. We say the things we mean. Oh, sorry, we say the things we don't mean and do not say the things we mean. Or this could also be for a no contact situation, depending on what comes up in the reading and what unfolds. And these types of readings also sometimes give, more of an insight into what is going on with your person versus like their true feelings, and which is fine too. It kind of gives us an idea. But I'm leaving the door wide open for the universe to bring in any messages that you need to hear right now, Pile 3. Okay? So let's get started. Oh, this deck. This is also a relatively newer deck in my collection. I want this card. Okay, we are starting with the Ace of Pentacles. What are your person's true feelings about this connection, about you? What is the truth? I want to know the truth of this connection. For this video, for Pile 1, Pile 2, very different vibes, very different reads. So I'm interested to see what comes up for Pile 3. Then we have the Seven of Wands. What is going on within this connection with them? What is the truth of this connection? What are the true feelings? What are they not showing, maybe haven't said, kept from you? We're afraid to say, we're uncomfortable with expressing. What's the truth in this connection? We have Two of Pentacles. Oops. Okay. What is the truth of this connection? With the Seven of Wands, and I'll bring it up to the camera in a second. And we have the King of Cups. Okay, as I was saying, with the Seven of Wands, I kind of feel like a very flabbergasted kind of energy with your person. And I feel like initially when you guys connected or came together, this connection really made them feel excited. Like that's the vibe that I'm getting from this Ace of Pentacles, this rendition of the Ace of Pentacles card. And they were really optimistic about it. They felt really happy. I feel like they feel very happy about you, and like how you make them feel is very joyful, coming alive, sort of like, you know, their lives are going a certain way and you came in and it was like this wow moment. and they really rejoiced and enjoyed in that. But I feel like quickly that went from the Ace of Pentacles to the Two of Pentacles place, which is for me representative of like confusion and really evaluating your options. And I'm going to get more clarity, like what is this Two of Pentacles about, like what is this other thing that they are juggling. But I'm getting like this person has to juggle a lot to stay connected with you. It's possible for some of you that they have sort of taken some distance from this connection and from you at this time, or they're not as available, as present in this connection as they were, because I feel like they have sort of realized that they have to juggle a lot and just, you know, walking a tightrope in this connection, feeling sort of unsure as to how they would manage everything. That's the energy that I'm getting. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. How I'm gonna execute that. Okay, with the King of Cups energy, I feel like the intentions for you or towards you, they are quite interesting, as in like they come up as this person viewing you as a long-term option, and like I feel like they're trying to see how you fit into their plans and their lives, almost. This is the sense I'm getting. And also with the Ace of Pentacles, the beginning, the new beginning, as in them committing or like doing something solid towards this connection. With the Ace of Pentacles, there's always the side to the card, which is talking about the need to leave your comfort zone. Okay, so the way that they have been living so far, the way of life and what they have known, what's familiar, this is the garden of comfort. And to go to that unknown, you know, that's the challenge in the Ace of Pentacles card. That's the challenge here. That is what that they're struggling with. Apart from like this being something that they feel they have to juggle a lot of things. And yet with this King of Cups, it's like that is there, but they do want to see how this goes like for the long term. And they're trying to keep their calm amidst like all this at the ebb and flow of life, or like the rise and fall of times and tides. Like as you can see, like around this king, a lot is going on, and the ship is up in the air, and like I feel like this person has a lot of things going on. Yeah, with the Seven of Wands too. I'm not getting more of a defense, like putting up a wall kind of. It's more like, or the wall is present because like they are flabbergasted and like they're very haggard and just not being able to manage everything correctly. So let's get some more. What is going on with your person right now? What is their truth in this connection? What is going on with your person? For pile 3. You have the Magician. Yeah, so wanting to do something about your connection, that desire is there. And I feel like this is someone who's thinking about this long term as well. But right now, like managing too much. So it gets a more on the Seven of Wands. Also with the Magician, you know, that initial like joy that they feel, because I'm looking at the flowers, that matching, you know, the happy flowers in the Ace of Pentacles card here. That initial joy that they feel and excitement towards you, it's still there. Like you still bring a lot of joy to this person. You really make them feel very happy. And I feel like they are wanting to feel more in charge of their lives before they can, you know, do something about it, like make a solid commitment. Let's get some more. What's this Seven of Wands about? What is this, you know, this completely, what do you call it? What's the word? I only know like flabbergasted keeps coming to mind. What's this energy of Seven of Wands? Let's get some more on that for pile 3. Ace of Swords. Yeah, so getting some more clarity, I feel like. And wanting to like align. They want, you know what this person wants? This person wants an easygoing connection, I feel like. I feel like your person is mature enough to understand that, you know, that connections can't be forced, and they do not want to force it either. And the flow, like this person in the past, like this is a wounded energy. Like if you can see like all the band-aids this little cloud has slapped on. So it's a wounded energy, and it's coming from like their past lessons that they have learned. And now they just want like things to be easy, I feel like. They don't deal well with situations that are, or like connections that are challenging, and it kind of makes them put those guards up and be a little reluctant to commit or to make like a move towards you in like a solid way. And your person desires this like end of this tough, difficult, having to manage too many things phase, and just things to flow easily. Like they desire that, and I feel like they're waiting for some things to shift in their lives for them to be able to better manage themselves and feel more like powerful, to do something about your connection, so that, you know, these things shift. And that's when I feel like this person would feel more at ease in allowing this connection to flow. So let's get some more on the Two of Pentacles. What is your person juggling? Pile 3. What is your person juggling? It's like they're asking for time, but it's also like indefinite. Like how much time? It's the answer is like till they feel, you know, empowered and like things are easier to do. So it's indefinite. It's unfair of them to ask that of you. We have the King of Swords. Yeah, it's about, like, we have both the King of Cups and the King of Swords. So there are two messages that I'm getting. It could be that the person is aware of like a third party in your life. So there's someone else, or the influence of someone else, or somebody who can influence this connection and is right now not like in favor of that. In favor of like a smooth connection between you two guys, because like I said, your person wants that ease, like this should be easy and flowing. So that's true for some of you, I'm getting, but the King of Cups and the King of Swords, if that doesn't resonate, it's reflective of like the two sides of your person. And I'm getting a very good like mature kind of vibe from it. Like this is regardless of the age, of course, but there is an emotional maturity, mental maturity with your person, in that you know, their desire for the way that things should pan out, that ease, I feel like in their minds is justified with these two sides within them, you know, like they find that they're right in expecting this. Also with the Two of Pentacles and the King of Cups and the King of Swords, you know, this is, for some of you, this could also mean like within themselves, they're trying to, getting clear within themselves. Also with the Ace of Swords, like the confusion that they feel, like their heart is saying one thing and their mind is saying the other. Like maybe their heart says like, go for it. And the mind says like, now is not the time. Like you need to like get to a better place and like align a few things in your own life, whatever it is that they tell themselves. It's those two sides, you know, fighting kind of with each other, which is the reason for them kind of being inactive and not doing anything, or putting up walls and resisting, or like staying away from you. And it feels like the Seven of Wands, it feels like a situation like this, too many things that is going on. It does feel like, genuinely feels like a thing that your person is finding hard to express. You know, if they might not even be able to describe, or they might not even have told you. how it feels to them, like being present for the connection. So this is something like they find hard to express. They're not able to like clearly tell you that that's what it is. Like, I'm thinking of 5 million things at this time. Okay. I want to get some more clarity on the King of Cups for pile 3. What's this King of Cups energy here? Whoops. Too many cards. What's this King of Cups energy here? We have the Empress. This doesn't so much clarify the King of Cups, but it kind of explains the reason. And here we have the Three of Cups, the bottom of the deck card. Okay. So doesn't clarify the King of Cups itself so much, but kind of explains the emotional side, like you bringing out the emotional side. So I feel like they see you as this very attractive to them energy, and something, you know, like a long-term partner. Like, this is not someone who you just date and forget. But right now, like with how I see the bottom of the deck card and the energy of the bottom of the deck card is kind of like the overall summarizing energy at this time. So with the Three of Cups, I feel like this must be at this time like a very light-hearted kind of connection, or they're trying to keep it light-hearted and just date and have fun, and like get to know you better and all that. But for you, of course, this might be like a place, or you might find yourself in a place wondering, you know, like, where is this going? And I need some clarity. Now, like for you, it has reached that point, but for them, I feel like they're still keeping it light because they're trying to figure it out within themselves, like fighting with those two sides, and this person has a lot going on. I want to get more on the Seven of Wands. I don't know why. I feel like getting more clarity with the Seven of Wands. I just feel like them, I almost feel sorry for them, but also not sorry. Because like this is making them a little distant, you know, like this is the reason why they're closing you off or being closed off towards you, putting up their defenses, and it just doesn't feel like the right thing to do to another person, and I'm kind of mad at them. So I want to get more clarity on the Seven of Wands. I feel the need somehow to clarify that card. Knight of Swords. Yeah, on being on the go. So two kinds of messages coming from the Knight of Swords. First of all, is this person is feeling the stress, which of course, like both these figures in both these cards are considerably like stressed out. They are feeling stressed out with their life situations. It feels like where they are in life right now, and it feels like it's a matter of time. Like with them, this person has to be on the go. Like they're always having a lot to do, and therefore they are like unable to give you as much or give this connection as much. And also another message that is coming through for some of you is that this person, like I said, they want to feel within themselves like more confident and like in a good place where they can really do this or give you the commitment that you desire, and they want things to be easy. So which is why they don't want to rush in, you know. They don't want to be too quick or to take a rash decision, which, you know, there might be a fear that within them, you know, that they might decide something wrong, which is something that they're trying to avoid. And plus this being a wounded energy, I feel like this has to do with their past. So all of that is kind of making them slow down. I'm going to draw some oracle cards for you guys to get more insight into what is going on with your person and the connection. And I'm also going to draw some oracle cards as advice for you as to how you should navigate this, because knowing that this is how your person feels is one side of the story, but I'm going to leave this reading open about getting some message for you as well as to how you should handle this. So what is going on with your person, pile 3? Seek. Okay, so like I said, this your person with the several things that are going on and trying to like juggle everything, I feel like this is about them, exploring different options, and this might not be like romantic options, although with the 3 of Cups I kind of feel like they might be open to that too. Like, let's see, like, if I click with someone else, that kind of a vibe I'm getting for some of you. But this is also like them wanting to expand in their own life, and this is a seeker energy. So this person, like the vibe that I'm getting from them is that they're very open and they allow things to come in like without a lot of filter, and like this is a person who wants to explore everything. Like, I want to know and I want to explore more. Kind of the explorer vibe I'm also getting from the King of Cups. So that's what keeps them busy and not grounded enough, I feel like, to make any decisions, any solid, concrete decisions in your connection. Okay, kind of like the I'm getting a little bit of like immaturity with their seeking kind of vibe. So it's a complicated thing, because with the King of Cups and King of Swords, I feel like your person knows what you want, but they look at you as a good option. But they're also like thinking, what else is out there? With the 3 of Cups energy, yeah, it's kind of like all over the place. I can't help it. Like, that's what I'm getting. That's why they are not able to ground it, and this person won't do anything until they themselves like feel very clear about this connection. Like, that's the bottom line, like the joy and stability. So seeking balance between joy and stability, I feel like, is the goal with this person. Like, your person is someone who I feel like is a little bit unrealistic in this area, that they tell themselves that they want both those things, like joy and stability, but not understanding that they have to, like, that's a quality that we have to how do I say, not allow it, but facilitate almost in our lives. Like, they too have to make up their mind and like pick a path, and that's what would give them stability. And I feel like they don't understand that. I find them they're waiting for that stability to find them, versus like they going and finding it. So definitely like leaving everything up in the air kind of energy here. But at the end of the day, like, this person is wanting both like a stable relationship, a happy relationship, and also that freedom to explore. Yeah, the freedom to explore and have joy in their lives. That's the kind of vibe that I'm getting, and I'm not personally, like, that's my personal reaction, and yours might be different, but I'm not kind of liking it for some reason. This person wants the best of both the worlds. Like, they want their single life as well as the stability of like a life with a partner. And they know that you have a lot to offer, and they're definitely like attracted to you, but can they create what they want to create, the kind of life that they want to create with you? That's what they're waiting and seeing, I feel like. So yeah, what else is going on with your person? I feel like your person might be someone who has, who knows that they're attractive and has options. So that is something that might be kind of pulling their energy away from you a little bit. Like they know that, you know, if this fails, if the relationship with you fails, they can find someone else. Release. So this is equivalent to the Death card, and I feel like a transformation. They're headed towards a transformation, I feel like. And also, for some of you, like their person going through this phase where they are, you know, keeping themselves open in life in terms of like whatever comes in, and that need to explore and to learn more. I feel like that is a part of a releasing process for them, for this soul that we are reading on. And a necessary and important part of that journey here, actually, it feels like. I feel like through this phase, they're going to gain a lot of understanding of themselves, and their preferences get more clarity, which is what they are seeking to. But there is also this need to release, because, you know, the thing that keeps them stuck or like away from you right now is, you know, that inability to decide, right? Like what's important for them for the long term. And I feel like this person is still like learning through life, and life is teaching them. So I feel like through this phase, it's changing. Like something is definitely getting released, getting dropped off from their energy, from their vibe, and aligning them more towards what is it that they are meant for. And as I said, this is a wounded energy. You know, your person is coming up as having sustained some wounds in the past, suffered through something. So that's why they want to like be more lighthearted and more like, I want to explore more. I want to learn. I want to see how that makes it. Like like this person, he or she doesn't want to be like very rigid at this time, you know, and tied down, and tell themselves like they don't have more options. Okay. So even though there's like attraction and they see you as like a solid option and somebody that they can potentially commit to long term with this Empress energy, somebody very attractive. I'm also sensing like with this pile, like there's attraction towards you, and not just like sexual attraction, that's there, but also like attracted to your personality. With the Ace of Pentacles, like they really celebrate who you are, I feel like. And yet like there's this holding back, like they want to see how this really works out, and when it just really feels right within them, like they want that crystal clear clarity. Okay, makes me think, like makes me ask the next natural question with this reading is that what can you do to navigate this? Because of course, like you cannot make a person see forcefully that, you know, like you are the best option or like whatever. That cannot be done. That part cannot be forced. But how should you handle yourself? That's the advice that I want to bring in. What do I want to do? I want to first use bring in my Lovers Oracle deck and get some more insight into your person and your energy, and then I will go into the advice part for you. So it's a heart-shaped deck, which is a real challenge to shuffle, but I love the beautiful messages. So what is it that you need to hear about your person, the truth and the vibe of this connection, or a message for you? I'm going to leave it open. Sometimes, you know, a message comes through and that's distinctively for you versus like a commentary on their vibe, but that will be fine. Let's see. Oh, let's see what comes up. Okay, so the beautiful card, and look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is deep as the ocean. I don't know why, but I feel like this is a message that it's like something that goes from your heart to theirs. And I feel like while you might be confused at this time, which is why, of course, you're watching this reading to understand like the truth of this connection, while you do feel, stuck and frustrated and whatnot in dealing with this person and their energy, there's still like a lot of love that you offer. Like there's genuine vibes of love from you guys towards your person. And the message here, like when I see a message like that, it's kind of telling you to embrace that energy and to hold that space, and to continue sending your love to your person. And I kind of feel like that keeps the vibe of this connection high as well for you, basically, and like primarily for you, but also for the other person. Like if you see a seeker and, like this person who's looking to explore and whatnot, you cannot help but like just wish them well, even though that might frustrate you as to like, why are they not choosing you or picking you? But just understanding like that's what they are, that's where they are in their journey right now. It would be good for you and your heart to just hold them in this loving space, this accepting space right now. This is a very similar message to what came up in pile 1 or pile 2, I forget. But like allowing this person to be confused. There's so much power in that. Accepting of the things as they are right now. Not resisting. Not really needing that change. But I feel like through this tarot reading, now that you have gotten an insight into, what's going on with your person, it would do you good and your heart good to accept all of this. Allow it to be. And hold it in a space of love. And I see that your feelings are already pretty strong towards them. Oh, whoops. Twin flames, your passion ignites. So for some of you, this is speaking of a twin flame connection. Wow, this completely kind of raises the seriousness of this vibe. For me, a seriousness in terms of like the pain that might be involved for you in this connection. If you are someone who identifies as a twin flame in this connection, which to me, it's a term or like a type of relationship that typically brings in a lot of lessons, for both the people like involved in this connection. So if this is like a runner-chaser dynamic and you identify like your other person as the runner, know that this connection has been brought about in your lives to instigate this process of healing. As I said, your person is going through releasing some things within themselves and learning through this dynamic that is going on, playing out between you two right now. Because that's why twin flames are brought into our lives typically, more often than not. They are asking us to heal and release our old patterns. So if this is like this situation is triggering for you right now, and a painful thing to deal with, it's a message for you too to look at the things within you that need healing at this time. How can you be there for yourself? How can you empower yourself in order to become more dependable for yourself? Versus needing the validation from your person or anything else outside of you, but that's the kind of message. Like, I feel like this card, when it came in, it kind of, made me see the lessons like both these sides are learning. Because as I said, like, through this pattern that is playing out between you two, they are learning something too, but this is for you too. Equally big lessons are being taught to you as well. Okay? So it makes it a little tough to navigate this connection and to deal with it, but understandably so. Okay. Soulmate. Twin flame and soulmate. Never had that come up in a reading. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. So again, believing this, like, that's the whole kind of the crux of the situation. If you can hold yourself in faith that your soulmate, the person that you are meant to be with, whether it be this connection, this person that we are looking into, but I also feel called to say that it could represent someone else in the future. But if you can get yourself to the place of belief, then all the pain, all the frustration, all the worry that is coming into your heart because of this connection and how it's playing out, that gets dropped away, because there's this faith that you will be guided always to the person that is meant to be in your life, and that you're meant to have a match, somebody who really meets all your needs and is ready and present for a connection, which I feel like this person is not. Your person that we are reading for is not at this moment. But if you can bring in this belief, and even towards, if you're manifesting, wanting to manifest this person, when you say that I can believe, it means you become automatically at peace with what is the present moment and accept the flow. I hope I'm making sense. And you just become, you embrace it. You love them as they are and where they are at right now. Okay? Ask yourself, like, can you get to that place of belief, relaxing with whatever is going on, and just, keep doing your own thing, healing yourself. As I said with the twin flame energy, I feel like this connection is calling you to heal certain things in yourself too. And because this reading is not addressing it in depth, I kind of feel like intuitively, you guys who are watching this pile 3 reading, you have that certain level of awareness already, and you know what needs healing. Like, I feel like you can tell. So can you do that? Can you do that for a while and leave this alone and not feel this stress? Not make the situation to mean anything about you. Okay? If they're not able to commit to you right now because all these issues that are playing out within themselves, through which they are working on releasing something, as I said, if you can keep yourself calm through all of this, that's it. That's all you really need to manifest this or any other connection. Like, when we say, even when we want to manifest something, there cannot be that stress behind that need behind that. It's always a want. I want this, but if it happens, it's fine. If it doesn't, I organically know deep down that I'm going to be fine. If you can catch that vibe, if you can find yourself in that vibe, then that is all you need to manifest a real connection with this person or with someone else. Okay, for some of you, this person might be the one that will, eventually get to the place after having gone through this release moment that they are having in their lives. They might be the one. But for some of you, it might be someone else. But can you have the faith? So again, more for you and this connection. Let's see. What should you focus on? What do you need to be aware of as you navigate this connection? So what does my pile 3 need to hear at this time? dream time creation. So I feel like some of you might be, dabbing into manifestation, and just wondering about like how to manifest some things in your life that you want, and one of them could be this connection with dream time. I feel like dreams are significant here in terms of like receiving messages from the universe for some of you, and also like dreams for them, as in them getting guided through their dreams in their life. It could be about you or just like about life itself. So dream time, unconscious kind of messages. And this also makes me feel like, you needn't worry about actually doing anything, because all the guidance is unconscious here, I feel like. So there's no action needed at this time from you. You needn't sit down and like plan it out, like this is what you're going to say or do with them, to them, to like manifest this. I feel like it's an unconscious process. Like you and them, they will, if you guys are meant to be together or like guided to your soulmate, okay, so both those groups and both those messages I'm getting, it will happen unconsciously. So you can relax a little bit. Like this is not a process that you have to control or even can control, okay? But yeah, pay attention to your dreams is what I'm getting. Please leave a message in the comments below if this dream time message resonates, and like if you do get dreams and what kind of messages you get therein. I would love to know. What else do you need to know at this time? One pile, 3 people. Stillness, lake. There is a lot going on under the surface, even beyond this tarot reading, okay? A lot is going on with them. As I said, with the 7 of Wands card, I kind of, like one of the statements that I made and comes to mind, that they might not have even expressed to you as to what is it that they are dealing with. And on the surface, they might look like they have everything, in control and in charge. Like they might portray that to you, but there's still a lot going on within the silent, still exterior of your person. That you might not be aware of and you are not aware of, and it kind of makes me feel like even beyond this reading, so this might need like an extended version to look into like what pops up. And especially with this release process, like I feel like I can do an extended reading, which I'm not going to do at this point in this video, I mean, to see like what exactly are they releasing, what kind of wounds, what kind of patterns and whatnot. But there's a lot going on, I feel like, which makes sense. Like you needn't worry about knowing everything, and like, because it's really something that you as a person per se will not be able to manage or control and influence in any way, okay? And it kind of feels like these processes that are going under the surface for both of you, okay, for them and for you, that's the transformation right there. It just needs to happen in that like covered or with a lid on it or something. Like it doesn't need to be open and doesn't need to be like discussed and talked about and whatnot. Just leave it be, leave things be, and allow it to like flow from the unconscious parts of ourselves, or from higher selves almost. So there's a lot going on. Know that, like when you meet them, they might not be able to even express all of it, to be honest. It's just they have to deal with it. That's the only way. Okay, what else? One last card. Emergence. Yeah, this is very similar to the energy of release, which is and transformation, and you see this lady is emerging from the water, and it's a new self being birthed. I'll almost feel like a brand new personality, a brand new vibe that your person is stepping into and growing into slowly but surely. It's a very transformative time for your person. Like the way they're playing out this situation, it's working towards that. Whatever lessons that they're going to learn through being the way they are with you, it's them working through this new energy of transformation, emergence. And I feel like also for you, okay? I'm also getting that. Like, this is true for both of you. You both are evolving, you both are changing, learning new things, learning new lessons, to align. I feel like align more to that dream, and the kind of connection that you want, because we can desire something all day long, but if we don't match the vibe, it's not going to come to us. I hope you do understand this. And sometimes to align our vibes, we have to go through a little bit of pain to gain that insight, that understanding, and then change ourselves, like actively change ourselves. But I feel like this reading is saying that you needn't worry about, okay, what do I need to change? And then like focus on it and whatnot. Like, this is an unconscious process. Like, you will be guided, both of you. Okay? If you ask me, like, in terms of a clear answer, like, is this going to lead to a union? Like, if this is like a twin flame connection that you do identify with, or just this relationship, like, is this person my soulmate? At this time, I'm not getting a clear answer for that. I'm 50-50 on it, to be honest with you, as to the long-term kind of results and like destination that this connection is headed. It's possible, but it's possible that somebody who matches your vibe even more, and the better vibe, like the better version of yourself that you are transforming into, that kind of like a person will be brought into your life, I feel like. And again, like, you needn't do anything about it. Like, it's taken, I almost feel like saying it's taken care of. Like, do not worry about this. Okay? So that could have been unpacked in this reading, particularly, I feel, like with the twin flame and the lesson learning and whatnot. But like, it would just make this video tremendously long. But yeah, I do hope that this gave you some insight as to like what's going on with the connection, what's the truth of this connection, and I hope that you can see, acknowledge the like painful lesson learning that you're going through, and allow it to keep your heart open with this. Hold yourself in self-love, hold them in a place of love. And I do hope this reading does help you deal with this difficult situation that you find yourself in, unfortunately, at this time. But keep the faith. It's changes are happening for you. You are headed in the right direction, like you as my querent pile 3. Okay, so I'm going to leave your reading here. Thank you so much for watching. If this reading did resonate and if it did help you in any way, big or small, please consider liking the video and also subscribing for more future videos to come. And let me know in the comments below. Communicate with me what you thought about the reading. And if you are interested in booking a private reading with me, that information also is in the description box below. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.